everybody, you're watching another episode of DDP. I am Scream Truth. And with me is Cars.
Why'd you speed up?
What?
You were like, hi, I'm watching an episode of DDP!
Why not? Okay, well anyway, Cars is with me, and Sonaval K6 is with me too.
How
Yeah.
How do you say that?
What's your channel called? Sonaval K6? Is that what it's called?
It's called SoanElp, SOANELP.
Okay, well, check out his channel. I've been on some of his videos with him there. Yes, okay, so today we're going to be talking about July behind the scenes. In the behind the scenes, we'll be talking about the Carnelian Rising, which is a members-only quest, Social Slayer, the 10-year veteran cape, and the Gielinor Games pre-release and the actual Gielinor Games, and also the 200 million members, which is still going.
Still going. Get in there.
Yeah, okay, so let's start first with the quest. This thing's already been released, so we don't have our, like, resident quest cape person with us today,
Hey, what's
because
Dalton been up to?
I don't know. I think he's dead or something, because I haven't heard
drop
from
by
him
his
forever.
house sometime this weekend. See what he's up to. He probably has some legitimate excuse.
No, I don't think it's legitimate. I think
I think
I'm
it's
lazy and I'm gonna pretend to have a legitimate excuse.
No, I bet it's legitimate.
Okay. Well, anyway, so in this quest, you're basically the quest maker. You're building a quest for this one kid from that one mansion in Ardone. This one family. They're kind of snooty people, but
You know, you deal with him in the Haziel cult quest.
yes, there we go.
You get that Z looking amulet.
Yeah.
And you hear Ryan drop cans.
They're all over. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen your room. You got like 30 cans everywhere.
Are we talking about this rib-tickling intermediate level quest with the skill requirement of 33 thieving?
Yes.
Yes, that one. And 31 construction.
And a
Yeah.
quest point requirement of 50?
Yes.
Yes,
that one.
yes, we're talking about that one.
Don't forget a healthy summary dollop of XP sauce.
Not really. From actually watching some people do the quest and seeing what the rewards are at the very end, the EXP you get from it is not very significant. And
Spoiler.
yeah, we'll just put a spoiler alert in here. You prepare a boss fight for this little kid, and he fights the bosses, but then this boss that you don't expect actually does appear, and then you have to fight that off. And then after the quest, you can fight this thing again for an actual decent amount of cash from the cook or the chef.
Like
so
10K.
no, it's more than 10K. It's like I don't remember, but it's in like the 100K range. So
So how long does it take to fight?
Maybe 200K.
Is it really worth it if you could be earning 1 mil an hour?
Well, I think it'd just be kind of fun to do. I mean, I don't know if you can do it multiple times. I don't think you can, but yeah. So there's that quest, but we're gonna move on to Social Slayer, which is the most interesting part of this month, in my opinion. Basically co-op Slayer, where you can start a Slayer task with some friends, go around and kill monsters together.
That sounds great.
No,
Yeah, let's say you get a cow fight task. Oh, you hate those? And somebody's always there with the cannon. Team up with the cannon guy.
yeah. But anyway, I think that would be really cool. Definitely gonna have some video on that with probably you, Carson.
Alright, yeah. Got the high slayer there.
Well, my Slayer's high enough. It's 70.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We got the high slayer. I got the high slayer. Tied with Dalton, I think.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have some video on that because it's quite an interesting thing to think about because I don't know. It,
I know,
it's
especially with the new
it's
combat.
actually social because you're with your friends. So I think
When
that's
it
just
comes
kind of
to
cool.
combat rework, you're just ganging up on stuff
Yeah,
and like
because
companies here.
yeah, when all of RuneScape becomes multi-combat like that, and you're doing social Slayer, it's gonna be carnage.
Just launch your ultimates at the same time. Okay.
So,
Um,
what do you think about the social Slayer? Yeah, what do you think about it?
me or Ryan? Me?
Hello?
Hello.
Me or Carson?
Both of you.
Okay. I think it'll be pretty awesome. It's gonna be like I was saying, one of those things where people are just hogging up all the things to kill.
Yeah.
When you're doing that, if you team up, it's a lot easier because then it's benefiting you and other people. So it's gonna stop all the monster hogging. Like you go to Steel Dragons, those are always hogged.
Which is going to be really important when this goes to multi-combat because now people can attack multiple things,
And
especially the
it's not gonna
boss
be.
dragons. That'll be a
Will,
pain in the butt.
will it still be? Yeah, XP isn't shared though. Um, so it'll still depend on who does the most damage, but you'll still get your kill count, which is important.
Yeah. So maybe more people actually use their Slayer points for EXP in the future, just because it's so much faster to go through tasks.
Yeah, that might be a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's enough about the social Slayer.
Ouch.
That's a great opinion you have there.
Oh
Ouch.
yeah. I gotta get Ryan's opinion. What do you think, buddy?
Okay, so hold on. If someone wants to be in a Slayer duo, but the other person doesn't, they don't have to be, right?
No,
Okay, that's good.
probably not.
It sounds great because one of the things about Slayer that I remember about it is it was really fun. It was pretty much a fetch quest with monsters and stuff, but other than that, it was great. But I wish I could have done it with people. So yeah, that sounds pretty great.
Okay.
Opinion.
So, anything else?
No, I think we're moving on to the 10-year Veterans Cape.
Oh boy.
That we'll have to wait another 4 years for to get.
I'm not gonna have
Yay!
to wait 4 years for it. Wait, what time did we start playing, Ryan? Because we started around the same time.
2006.
Oh six?
2006. Yeah.
I thought we started in oh 05.
Nope.
No, you just got your Veterans Cape earlier.
We got our accounts in January or February in 2006.
At
Oh, I remember when we both got our accounts.
Alex's party.
Yep. And his birthday, I'm pretty sure, was in January.
Yeah, it was. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna wait another half year after you, though. Because I created my first account, but then I created another account, which is the one I actually used.
yeah. Okay.
You got to put members on it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently we've seen a little bit of the concept art of this cape, and it's got a giant X on it, which is the Roman numeral for 10, so that makes sense right there.
And like for the 5-year veteran, that was a V for 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Not much to be said about that except for it'll probably be one of the more rare capes to see around because not exactly everyone in RuneScape's been playing for 10 years. Even me who's been
Yeah.
playing for as long as I have am nowhere near it yet.
Yeah. It's also just a cape. So, I mean, unless it gives you some like ridiculous stat bonuses, we should just move on because it's just a cape.
No,
Well,
it's
yeah, it
not.
is
It's
just
not just a cape. It is a representation of your dedication to the foundation of
it's
this
like a
game.
skill cape. Okay, Carson, that was too far.
Except you don't even have to be dedicated to get it. You could have made your account 10 years ago and not had it deleted
Still
and
paying for members though.
still get it. Yeah, you don't have to pay for members for 10 years,
No, but you still have to pay members to get it. So
which is like $5.
we're not going to talk about this.
Okay.
A little
Um,
more than $5. I hope still.
It's a little more. Okay. But before we move on to the next thing, I was looking at some videos of the combat rework, and I saw a two-person Nex, and it's a lot more faster.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I'm not sure if
It's by
they,
Rogi, if you want to check
yeah,
that out.
I don't think they touched Nex for updating it to normal fighting standards.
Well, I thought they did.
I don't know. It seems like throwing a barrage of 12,000 for an ultimate doesn't really seem like they updated the health.
Okay, point made, but let's move on now to the Gielinor Games pre-release event. Yay!
Yay!
What is Gielinor Games? I wonder.
Well, because the Olympics is in London this year, Jagex thought it would only be fitting to bring the Olympics into RuneScape.
But London is not Cambridge.
It's close enough. So,
It's in the same island.
Country. And island.
So, what the pre-release is you got to go running around building things like stadiums, making medals, and cooking.
Just running around
things.
building stadiums. That easy.
Yeah, and with a larger workshop set up in the center of Varrock, run by a friendly gnome called Omad Arrow.
What?
Helping out will be an easy, rewarding with some generous EXP. If the EXP is worth my time, I might actually try it.
Let's see. They said, what did they say it was? A generous helping of the XP?
Yes.
Generous XP. Okay, that's just generous XP. That's not generous helping. So it's just gonna be some free XP here and there probably. But
So,
there's points you can earn, so you could rack up points for when the Gillian games begin.
huh. And now the games, the actual games. The once everything's prepared, you're encouraged to affiliate yourself with one of the competing groups. And it looks like these groups are goblins, werewolves, elves, fairies.
Let's just go with the major gods.
So it's based on race,
No, it's based off of following of God.
which is also pretty much based off race.
Because right there it shows Zamrock, Bandos, and Saradomin. And then an
Yeah.
elf.
Which following a god is pretty much based off race. Except for the humans.
No, there's multiple races.
Because the humans are just messed up.
Yeah.
They just go wherever.
Okay, so I was not looking forward to this coming around. I knew it would be this month, so let's just hold our breath till it's over and hope that it doesn't suck, because I actually will try it. It's like a holiday event.
But it's a cheese wheel rolling contest. How quirky. How... That is so quirky. Okay.
What, you don't like rolling cheese wheels?
It's trying to be quirky, but okay. No, I do not. I do not like rolling cheese wheels.
Why not?
I do not often do it.
Well, it appears that the more stuff you do in these games, the more you'll be able to do even later in the games, because you'll get these rings that increase your rewards. So
instantly, it's worth it.
no, it's not. I think we've touched up enough about the Olympics, so let's
It's just gonna be a whole bunch of mini games, probably.
Yeah, let's move to Party Celebration for yen members, the 200 million accounts.
Will soon reach its target in like 2 months.
They kind of like derped their entire like July month for updates. Besides the Social Slayer, I honestly don't like any of it. I think they're
waited until 1 million counts until 200 million. That kind
I
of
was
threw it in like 4 million early.
Yeah.
all they say for the parties and celebrations is, hey, something's gonna happen. I won't
Something.
spoil it.
That's what summarizes it.
That kind of ruins the point of behind the scenes.
Hey, something's gonna happen. So, you notice that demon, he looks quite familiar to that one demon that we saw in
You mean
um Ozan's flashback when he was going through his life before he died, you know? That one
Mhm.
video. A demon in the wilderness.
Sure.
Well, that's what that reminds me of. So,
I'd have to watch it again.
yeah. So the combat beta is still what they're focusing a whole lot on. They still have a whole lot of work to do on it, including the kind of like system display. I just feel like the system display is too small for what you're trying to do.
They also have to work on cooldowns actually being cooldowns and not just taking 1 second.
I don't know. This got to work on the system entirely.
Well, that's why it's in beta. So let's hope that they don't.
Sean, how's your beta going?
How is it going?
Cooldown.
Yeah.
Well, after playing a while, I don't like dungeoneering because you run through dungeoneering, and yes, they did do an update on the armor stuff, so now it does give you all these bonuses and stuff, and they made the monsters a little bit tougher. But if you thought having a mage fight a ranger was hard, it's impossible now. Like, you can't even touch a ranger if you're a mage. So you can't dual wield yet in dungeoneering. I don't think they'll make that an option. It'll be a little bit overpowered. But I just don't know. It doesn't feel right in dungeoneering because you have all of these like abilities, and every single time you kill a monster and you go into another room, your adrenaline bar just goes all the way back down unless you use some of those specials to charge it back or keep it where it's at. And that's annoying because you got to press that every 5 seconds while you're running.
Yeah, what's the cooldown on the one where you dash?
The one on you while you dash.
The one where you dash, you just like shoot forwards. What's the cooldown on
That's
that?
not a cooldown. I think it actually bumps up your adrenaline bar.
I know it bumps up your adrenaline, but how long do you have to wait until you push it? If that's called a cooldown.
Well, maybe I don't know. I'd have to try it again because I don't know. I was just using whatever that other one was. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that's an
Oh.
insight.
Yeah.
And so much more. What's that?
When I saw the combat beta, the first thing I noticed is that the cooldowns were really non-existent. That just kind of ruins the point of them.
Yeah.
So they need to make those longer.
Well, depending on what our update will be next week, it might be on this Social Slayer. If that's the case, then we'll talk about that. If it's this 10-year veteran cape or the Gielinor games, then we're just going to talk about combat beta or something. Because I don't really want to talk about those.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Don't they always go in order?
Usually, but I've seen times where they jumped around. Obviously, the quest already came out, which means the Social Slayer should probably come next.
I didn't know the quest.
They probably lumped Social Slayer with 10-year veteran cape.
Yeah.
For just a minor update?
I don't know. I think that Social Slayer will...
Social Slayer they'll make a deal about. And then they'll just throw in the other news veterans cape.
Yeah.
No, they'll probably put another section.
Yeah. Anyone want to talk about the in other news at the very bottom?
There's no in other news. That's just talking about what the behind the scenes is.
Oh, well, that's for the actual quest.
Yeah, that came with the quest.
That
in other news,
staff recolor. is on
Staff and
sale.
coloring is on sale for 25% off, and they've updated the furniture menus in the construction skill, so go check it out.
Because everyone uses construction. So, let's wrap it up. This has been another edition of DDP. We'll see you guys all next week.
See ya.
Bye.